YouTube. What's up, baby? Back in this thing again for another review. This is Q's Insight. I am Callie, and today we're going to be talking about Miss Marvel Ep.6 entitled No Normal. All right, now if you've been to this channel before, you already know how we do it. We started off with the premise, 3 favorite scenes, the grade, and then we on to the next one, right? So again, Miss Marvel episode 6 entitled No Normal. Now this is the season finale. We don't know if there's gonna be another season or not, but this is the season finale. So anyways, we pick up in the daytime and see the agents at the wreckage that happened on the last episode when Bruno was helping out Cameron, and Cameron had to blow up the drone, whatever it may have been. So we see that like a lot of stuff got damaged. So we see the agents over there, reconciling, seeing like what's going on, whatever, trying to find where Bruno and Cameron is, like trying to look for leads. All right. And then we see that Cameron and Bruno are actually still on the run. They're in this train, and they're taking the train, and they're trying to get to just the safety. You feel me? Then we see that Cameron is having trouble with controlling his new powers. They're starting to manifest, and he's not really able to control it. And then we see the agents catch up to Bruno and Cameron as they're like on the train or exiting the train, either one. And then we jump to Kamala, and she's at home with her family, and she's about to tell the rest of her family that she has powers, but they already know because her mom told her dad. Her dad, basically told her brother, so they already all know. And then during that time, Nakia calls Kamala's brother, and then Kamala just takes the phone from her brother and talks to Nakia, and Nakia tells Kamala that Bruno's missing and his shop got blown up, and like I haven't talked to him in a day, so I need help trying to find him. So that's what Kamala does. She's about to get ready to go try to find Bruno and help him out. Now before she goes, Kamala ends up having like a little conversation with her mother, and her mother actually brings her a new hero outfit. It's her official Miss Marvel outfit, you feel me? So now we just got to get a name, you know what I'm saying? So Kamala goes on her way to find Bruno. We see the agents storm this building. I forgot what the building was, but it was the building where like all the people were having a meeting or whatever, and like where they pray to God, you feel me? But it was in that building. They stormed that building for the second time now, and they're trying to find out where Kamala is. And the people that are there, everybody pretty much knows that Kamala's the hero, is this Miss Marvel. So they're all, working in cahoots with her to keep the agents away from her and away from Bruno and away from Cameron. So the people in the building lead the agents astray, and they don't find Bruno, Kamala, or Cameron. So anyways, eventually Kamala does find Bruno and Cameron, and we see still that Cameron is having trouble with controlling his power. It's still unstable. And then we get a scene where Kamala actually calls Kareem and asks him for his help. She says, do you know a way that I can, get Cameron out of here? And like Kareem is like, well, you're going to help him out. And even though he's like, clandestine and, whatever it may be, but she still feels for Cameron. So yeah, she's gonna do the best she can. So Kareem tells her that, hey, if you get him to the dock area, we can get him on a ship, and then he can come over here and he'll be safe this way. You know what I'm saying? So that's the plan, to get him to the dock so that he can get out of there and get to a safe area. So anyways, Kamala tells Bruno that Najma died, when they were and when they were in Pakistan. She tells him that she tells Bruno that Najma died, which is Cameron's mom. And he tells her, look, until we get like everything settled, do not tell him that his mother is dead, because that's just going to offset him. So she's like, all right, I'll wait. So as Kamala and the group, what I mean is this Kamala, it's Nakia, it's Bruno, it's Cameron, it's her brother, it's Zoe, you feel me? So it's like all these people, with Kamala, and they're trying to basically make a plan in to keep Cameron safe, and they're hiding out at the school. And they make the plan, they do all these things, draw all these things in order to be able to counteract the agents when they break into the building. Because the agents already know where they're at, and they're eventually going to end up coming into the building. So Kamala makes all these plans. So the plans are in motion, and if everything works out, they'll be able to get Cameron to safety. So anyways, the agents end up making their way in. Kamala tries to keep Cameron safe as well as others. Eventually, as everything is going on, Cameron ends up finding out that, Najma is dead. And this this makes him pissed off, you know what I'm saying? So he is not thinking clearly. He's thinking with emotions of anger rather than, just really thinking. So anyways, Kamala and, Kareem, Kamala and Cameron, they kind of end up fighting. Not like a full-on fight, but just, kind of. So in the midst of the fight, Kamala loses Cameron for this, and he's able to escape the building. So he ends up leaving the school. Kamala catches up, and they're both surrounded by the agents. So Kamala and Cameron have to pretty much team up again, and so they take on the agents. Kamala and Cameron end up getting hurt by I don't know how to they don't think they ever said the name of the gun, but it's like a gun that shoots off like echo waves, you feel me? And it basically blasts them back. So they got hit with those, and they got hurt for a second, and then afterwards Kamala wakes up, and she is forget this, I'm down, Cameron's down, and I'm about to come out on top. So she ends up using her full power basically, and puts that energy that she has all around her body, and then she ends up destroying the echo blasters. That's what I call them, those things that were shooting out the echoes. She destroys the echo blasters, and you can see that she's starting to learn more about her powers. Her arms are starting to stretch more, her legs are stretching, you feel me? She's shooting stuff out, she's running on stuff. She's gaining the ability of her powers, and she's learning how to use them to the utmost. So it was really cool to see all of that. At the same time, Cameron kind of wakes up, and he starts fighting against the agents as well. But he's mad. You know what I'm saying? He's mad and fighting against agents. Kamala is just trying to get everybody out of the way of harm, and then that's it. So Cameron, when he's fighting, he ends up sending out this blast of power, and it puts everybody in danger that's in the area. So during that situation, Kamala ends up trying to talk to Cameron and trying to talk some sense into him, get him back to being a good guy, because that's he's really that, Now I don't know how he's gonna go in the future because his mother's dead, but he really was a good guy, you feel me? So Kamala ends up helping out Cameron to escape, and what she ends up doing is she holds off the agents so that he can escape, but she gets help from the civilians to hold off the agents. And then eventually the head agent there, she ends up getting a call from her like boss, and she gets in trouble because earlier, before they entered in the building, she asked her boss if they can like enter in the building and start to do the stuff, and he's like, no, you guys need to stop and leave now. And she didn't listen. She went on ahead and did it. And so now, everything is failed and everything like that. And now he calls her and is like, you're fired, bro. You're done. You didn't listen to me. You're done. So the agents end up leaving, you know what I'm saying? So after everything is over, Kamala goes home and she has this talk with her father. And we end up finding out what Kamala's name like actually means. And it means Marvel. And so he tells her like, you've always been a Miss Marvel to us. And so now she has her name. Her name is Miss Marvel. So that was pretty cool. And then we jump 1 week later than that. And then we see Bruno explain some things about Kamala. And she's different than they had thought. Like, she's not just a djinn. Like, her DNA is different. She's actually a mutant per se. So now we're bringing X-Men into the fray of light. So this is cool, man. This is cool. X-Men is around the corner for sure, man. Mutants are around the corner for sure. So anyways, like I said, we end up finding out Kamala is not just a djinn, whatever you want to say. She's that, but she's a mutant as well. Okay. And then that's it. And then we end up having like this scene at the credits at the end. And then we see Kamala laying on the bed. Her mom ends up calling to her like, hey, come down, eat or whatever. She's like, okay. She looks at her wrist and her bracelet is glowing. And then she touches it. She stands up and all of a sudden she like gets sucked into the closet. And when she comes out of the closet, like Miss Marvel's there. So I'm confused by this. I don't know if she turned into Miss Marvel or when she got sucked in the closet, maybe Miss Marvel took her place and then Kamala got sent to where Miss Marvel is. I have no idea. There was a very, very confusing end credit scene. So I'm going to have to watch some stuff on that and figure out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But that was it. That's everything, man. So 3 of my favorite scenes would be Kamala like walking with her powers, bro. Like when she was actually walking with them, and like just the way she gets around is cool. Like it's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she needs to be able to do a super jump or be able to teleport through like a little vortex type thing, get to somewhere else when things are really hefty. I think she needs something like that. But just the way that she runs in the air, bro, like on the energy, is dope. It's really dope. So when she was doing that for the first time, that was one of my favorite scenes. Second favorite scene would be Kamala and her friends versus the agents. That was really cool to see them come up with that plan. Everybody down for the plan. Kamala's doing her thing to help out Cameron to escape. And in the meanwhile, you got all the agents surrounded in the building and they're getting handled by, her friends and her family. Like, it was just really cool to see that, man. Like, everything work out the way that they planned it. So yeah, that was my second favorite scene. Third favorite scene would be Cameron fighting the agents. There was this one scene, bro, like where you could tell he was pissed off, bro. And he walks out and, he's starting to be able to control his powers. He may not know everything that he can do just yet, but he's starting to be able to control his powers. And, it's crazy because like his powers are similar to, Miss Marvel, Kamala. But then again, at the same time, they're a little different. Like Kamala can stretch and, you know what I'm saying, shield her body and with the energy that she has. She can shoot the energy that she has. You know what I'm saying? She can walk on the energy that she has. These are things that like are for her. And then Cameron, you know what I'm saying, he's able to like shoot the energy out, whatever it may be. And he's also able to blast the energy from his body. Like he just screaming and then just like the intense energy just shoots out, hits everybody. Now, I don't know if the reason why their powers are similar but are a little different is because he is Jinn and she is Jinn, but she's a mutant as well. Maybe that's the reason why. I'm not sure. Or maybe Cameron just doesn't know the extent of his power yet, and maybe his powers will end up being like Kamala's. I don't know. But it was cool to see him go, and he's over there destroying the agents, bro. Like punching them, you feel me? throwing the energy at him, bro, screaming and letting out the big blab, bro. Like that was really cool. That was really cool to see. So that'll be 3 of my favorite scenes. The grade for this, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Definitely one of my favorite episodes. So yeah, man. If you guys saw the episode, let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments down below. For me, this whole season, like I said, this show is for people, but it's not for everybody. I did have a better time watching this than I expected. But for me, for the whole season, I'm gonna have to give it a 7.5 out of 10. So definitely above average, but 7.5 out of 10 for the whole season. But this episode gets a 10. And the reason why is because like every episode I gave it like a 7 or 7.5, except for 2 episodes I gave a 10. So I'm just going to give it a 7.5 all around. But remember, this episode, episode 6, was a 10. All right. If you guys saw the episode, let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments down below. Would you like to see a season 2? Are you happy to see, Miss Marvel fleshed out and she'll be ready to be seen when we come down to the Marvel movie? And are you excited that we're getting into the mutant stage of things for this Marvel franchise? Let me know about that in the comments down below. All right. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. As always, this is Q's Insight. I am Callie. Until next time.